10,000 babies are born in the U.S. every day. Nearly a third of them are delivered via cesarean section, more commonly known as C-section. If that number sounds high to you, you're not alone. The World Health Organization says the acceptable rate should only be 10 to 15%. Circle of Health reporter Denise Dodor explains why.
C-sections can be a life-saving procedure, but the data shows medically unnecessary ones increase the risk of complications for both parent and child.
So there really has been a push, especially I would say in the last 5 years, to try to avoid unnecessary C-sections.
A C-section is when the baby is delivered through the lower part of the abdomen with an incision through the skin and uterus to remove the baby safely.
One fairly common reason that a C-section might need to happen would be if the baby is not in a good position to deliver vaginally.
There are also disparities when it comes to C-sections. Numerous studies find Black women are nearly 25% more likely to have an unnecessary C-section compared to white women. An NIH study concluded that doctors may be opting to treat high and low-risk Black patients the same way. But the biggest reason for C-sections right now is fetal distress, which is picked up by fetal monitoring.
Rather than risk the baby not being able to be delivered safely, then very often we'll suggest, you know what, let's do a C-section to get the baby out safely.
Studies show fetal monitoring increases the chance of C-sections by 63%. Signs of fetal distress often encourage doctors to move ahead with surgery, but Dr. I says there are measures doctors can take first.
There are often many things we can do during labor, like give IV fluids, give some oxygen, change the position for the mom, where you can take the pressure, take that distress away from the baby.
Dr. I says the pros of a C-section include avoidance of using forceps or a vacuum to aid with delivery and avoiding a baby's shoulders getting stuck in the birth canal. The cons are greater loss of blood, and often future pregnancies may also need a C-section. At the end of the day, the decision should be about which type of delivery will keep mother and baby the safest and not about which way is the most convenient. In the newsroom, Denise Dodor, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.